All right. Thank you so much, guys, once again for joining Celestial 7G Guided. I really appreciate you all. This is the second live. Okay, so I'm so excited about that, y'all. Do you know how long I have had my YouTube channel? I have had my YouTube channel for like 3 years, and this is as far as I've gotten. But I don't care. I made it. So I'm so thankful and grateful for you all joining me. Before I get started with this message, I would like to thank the Most High always. First and foremost, I thank my spirit guides, my divine angels and ancestors that are here on my side, giving me the messages of clarity, spirit, and truth to give to you, my family. So I thank you and I appreciate you. Okay, so I want to go, I'm going to go ahead and get started with an oracle message for you all today. Um, I had this dream the other day, and I remember walking, and as I was walking, I was not in my body. It was like I was walking and I was behind my body. I was the actual shadow. I was the shadow behind my body. But I remember even within that saying in the dream, I'm trying to catch up with my body. Okay. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to catch up to my body. I'm trying to keep up with my body, is what I was saying. And then it switched to now me standing in this mirror. I've been in this house or this home before, okay? And as I stood in the mirror, I even remember what I had on because I had just gotten dressed. But within this mirror, I guess it was a bathroom mirror, but within this mirror, there was also a door behind it. So basically, the mirror faces the door. Well, I turned around and I went to open the door. Okay, I opened the door. Why did I open the door? I don't know. But I opened the door and then I closed the door. But when I closed the door and turned back around, I have this thing. I'm an only child, so I've always had to entertain my own self. So even when I turn back around to look at myself, because I'm getting my hair, doing my hair now, so I turn back around to look at myself and I start dancing. But then I just disappear out of the mirror. I'm not in the mirror anymore. But I see my shadow on the wall dancing. So, I kind of, even though I can't see myself anymore in a mirror, I just kind of move just to see if my shadow moves with me. But my shadow wasn't even moving with me. So, with that being said, Spirit is showing me that there is some kind of disconnect right now. Okay. Um, there is a disconnect when it comes down to the physical body. Oh, I feel like this is all now mind, body, and spirit. And within mind, body, and spirit, that is one. But I feel like there's a disconnect between the three. Okay. So when I said I'm trying to catch up to my body or I'm trying to catch up, it's almost like I was walking behind I was walking behind myself, but I was not in my body. Okay. So I feel like there is some kind of disconnect when it comes down to um, you and the people around you. Okay. You could be somebody that spends a lot of time alone. You don't have a lot of friends. You don't have a lot of people around you. You are literally like a hermit. you kind of keep to yourself. You don't bother anybody. You mind your own business. Okay. But I feel like within this, it's time for you to come out of hermit mode. It's time for you to start stepping into all of that you were able to obtain while you were in hermit mode, or while you've been in hermit mode. I also feel like even with hermit mode, you've also been in the hangman as well, to where you're just trying to figure things out. I feel like you could be at this point transitioning over into your a new journey of spirituality. I feel like at this time you are looking at things a little differently from how you may have seen them before, or how you once dealt with things before. I feel like you're moving away from that. There has been some kind of shift when it comes down to the mind, and how you see things. So with the trying to catch up, or your, it's almost like this, the spiritual side of you, or the spirit of you, is no longer in sync with the human form of you, if that makes sense. And when I say that, it's time for now spirit to be front and center versus the the human aspect of you. I feel like for so long you have operated within this human aspect. What is the human aspect? Well, the human aspect is all of the things that we've learned, all of the things that we have been taught, all of the things that we have seen throughout our lifespan, or our time here within this plane. And as I've said before, we shifted 7 years ago. Okay, we shifted 7 years ago into this new dimension. I don't believe that we're still on Earth anymore. I feel like we have moved into another dimension. Okay, what is the new dimension? um I feel like a lot of times people look at new dimensions as a new place, or you disappear and you go somewhere else. No, the a new dimension is all mind. Okay? The new dimension is all a mindset of where it is, where you are spiritually. Okay? That's what the new dimension is. So when you have the 3D dimension, you have 4D, 5D, and it, I feel like it'll just eventually just keep going, but these, because there are so many dimensions that you can go within, there are so many dimensions that you walk in and you step into within a lifetime, whether you realize it or not. But I feel like spirit is now ushering you into now get involved, or to now take time to fellowship with this new spiritual side of you, this new spiritual self. Okay. And it can seem confusing. I feel like right now you could be having highs and lows, and it's not just a day-to-day thing. This is moments within your day that you could be having these highs and lows, where you're wondering, well, what do I do next, or what is happening, or what is going on, or why am I feeling this way, or why am I thinking this way, or I never saw it this way before, and people are going to look at me crazy because of the things that I'm saying. Like, I just feel like you are in this place right now, and it might even feel kind of like you're in a rut, but no, this is not what it is. This is just spirit now pushing you from out of that hermit mode, pushing you from out of the shell, and not so much that you've been in a shell, but I feel like you've protected yourself. You put in work. You've put in time with shadow work. You've worked with your emotions. You've worked within the spirit. But I feel like it is time for you to step up a little higher. Okay, so that's why your feelings or your thoughts may seem like they're crazy or they're all over the place, because spirit is just asking you right now to just let go and allow spirit to come in, allow spirit to completely fill you. And when spirit is, and when you are filled completely with spirit, then it's just something about that human experience that you now begin to disconnect from. So the disconnect of trying to catch up to your body, well, spirit is showing me too that even standing, the shadow standing me, the shadow, but still the individual standing behind myself, you know, walking, saying I need to catch up to my body. No, this is spirit separating, okay? Letting you know that it is a separation. And are these two things combined? Well, sure they are. But there still is a divide and there still is a separation. Even when it came down to the beginning, when you begin to read the word, believe it or not, there were already three divisions, or there were already three separations before you got out of the third chapter. By the time you got to the fourth chapter, there had already been three divides. Excuse me. And those three divides were, first, let there be light. So the darkness, now light and darkness are separated, okay? And then when he said, well, let us make the land, okay? Now you separating land from water, or separating, now putting land versus just having water, okay? Then it was, well, make it the man and woman, and the division that came between man and woman. So these are, thank you, Spirit. These are the divisions in which you step through, because again, the end is actually the beginning, okay? So it's, let's reverse this thing. So you are now stepping into this place of that division, separating, okay? You've been in the darkness, all right? Now it's time to walk into the light, you know, or you've been in the light. Now it's time to step into the darkness and see what's going on, okay? Or you've been, seem like you've been drowning. Well, now it's time for you to step onto land, okay? Or it seems like you've been alone in this or by yourself, but now it's time for you to just trust and rely on spirit. Okay, so not only within those divisions also there is an exchange that comes with it. So the exchange, darkness, there's light; water, there's land; man, there's woman. Okay, so with those, all of those things go in sync with the division in which I could be feeling, or you could be feeling at this time. I mean, I was the one that had the dream. I mean, even when I have the dream, before I bring the message, I'm gonna look at how it relates to me as well before I give that information out. Okay, and most of the time, Spirit will begin to show me. Sometimes before, but just now showed me, you know, even the division and then the exchange of that and the separation and what seemed crazy, you know, or the divide of them not being separated from spirit. You know, once they realized that they didn't have clothes on, they were now separated from the spirit of the Most High. Okay, so now I feel like spirit is now connecting you back or bringing you back. And I have, I did have some cards, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them out there right quick before I get off of here. But the Oracle, okay, so this is a card that I put up the other day, but this is the three that I pulled today as well. But the oracle, it says, wait, I'm putting glasses on. I'm putting glasses on. It says, spirits of other worlds tell me tales of the unknown, tell me tales of the forbidden. Okay. So again, I feel like it's time. I feel like all this time you've been in this place, but spirit is now um giving you the information, or giving you the oracles from the celestial realms as a guide to as to what's next. And spirit is also saying, just flow in this. Let go. It's time to surrender to this. It's time to let go and stop bucking back. I feel like you could be bucking against who you are. Okay, and that's the disconnect. It's like you have something in you, but you refuse to surrender to it. So spirit is saying that it's time for you to change your vision. Okay, it's something about your vision needing to change. With this surrender, there's that's the number 41. So the number 5, there's nothing more blissful than the act of letting go, of setting yourself free of all that doesn't serve you. Okay. And then for vision, you have to find enlightenment, seek now, know, to find enlightenment, seek now here, for it lives within you. So basically, everything that you want to know, or things that you could have researched or looked into while you were in this hermit mode, now it's already in you. So I feel like now spirit is like pushing you out there. It's time to make a move. It's time for you to start speaking. It's time for you to and you could be an oracle. Okay, you could be the oracle. All right. But spirit is saying it's time for you to use your voice. It's time for you to begin to speak. Okay. That is all that I have for that message. Again, I thank you guys so much for joining. If I resonated with you, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to share. Again, welcome to Celestial 7G Guided. This is my second live read. So again, I'm so excited about that. Anyway, love you guys. Peace out.